Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome hockey fans to the Agora Pool Health Center for tonight's matchup between Utah and your Colorado State Rams. Introducing tonight's starting lineup for the Utes at left defense, number 3, Stephen Paulo. At right defense, number 22, CJ Odlin. At left wing, number 13, Wyatt Light. At center, number 25, Alex Kay. At right wing, number 20, Theo Otto. And in goal, number 31, James Long. And now, from the honor long starting lineup for your Knights in the green and gold, the Colorado State Rams. Freshman from Aurora, number 2, Lloyd Hoffman. And right defense, the junior from Urbana, number 4, Lloyd Miller. And left wing, the sophomore from Scottsdale, Arizona, number 11, Tito O'Reilly. Center, a freshman from Lawn, Wisconsin, number 7, Michael Gerhardt. And right wing, a junior from San Jose, California, number 24, Nick Marconcini. And starting in goal, a junior from Island Ranch, number 30, Joe Morgan! Head coach for the Colorado State Rams is Joel Williams. The assistant is Jameson Wicks. Tonight's officials are linesmen Aaron Levy and Cole Troutman. The referees are Craig Steinhauer and Dustin Rasmussen. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please stand and remove your hats as we honor America with our national anthem and the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to ColoradoSports.TV. You're tuning in to the action between Colorado State University and the University of Utah here. Happy Valentine's Day. What better way to spend the day of love than with the love of the game of hockey? I'm Lee Toscastro here with Hunter Fillmore, Scott Sledgester running it all behind the camera. Hunter, are you feeling the love tonight?
I am feeling good, and so is this Rams team, having 12 goals in their last 2 games. When they had that trip to Eastern Michigan, they got in the win column after being down 5 games in a row, and it was just a good game for them. Sam Cote had 4 goals out of those 12 goals that they had there, and in that second game, there were 7 different goal scorers with the 8 goals. So this Rams team has really caught fire, and let's see if they can continue to play that well in this game here.
We're definitely going to see that tonight as the puck drop has happened on the middle of the ice, and here we go. CSU versus Utah. Starting right in front of you, However, this Utah team is a difficult one. They've got some pretty highlight reel players with multiple of them getting in double digits, almost 20 points for multiple players on the roster there in their last game, coming off a win 5-2 while they were on the road, and they're going to look to continue that now as Miller takes a shot from the point as the puck goes into the corner. CSU, we want to see from them more of that control. They have a lot of times have a lot of difficulty handling that control as far as being outpassed by other teams and even letting the puck come out of the zone like that right there. Puck going around in between the posts for both teams tonight. Joe Morgan on Colorado State side, and we've definitely known him. You've heard his name if you've watched these games, and he might have to be on his toes right now as the Utes are making a push offensively just across the blue line. CSU being able to knock it out. That's Nelson carrying across. He's going to try and dump it into himself. He's going to go over and get that. That's Kyle Nelson with a little bit of help from Cote. Now back along the boards. The Utes will come away with it. Now just needed to get out of the zone. Nice contest there by Ben Joseph. However, it still comes out of the zone. Now it's center ice. Nice turnover. Forced by CSU. This might be a chance for Cote. Puck gets away from him just a little bit. Nelson not able to get to it. And now a cover-up. The first cover-up of the game. We're going to have a face-off.
Yeah, a little dangerous there. It looked like the goaltender didn't know where the puck was under his pad. But this Utes team has 10 wins, whereas the Rams only have 8. So they're a little bit better in that win column. Last time the Rams were here and they took on the Arizonas, they could not get any momentum going, and it just seemed like the puck, like we talked about, was not staying in their offensive zone, and they just were sitting back. So it's going to be important for them to get an offensive push going early in this game.
You're definitely right. As far as in the goalie crease for Utah, you're going to have Jake Slaw. He's played 5 games. He's 2-3 on the season, so he'll be looking for his 3rd win tonight against Colorado State as the puck comes on the near side, looking towards that corner. And CSU just trying to adjust here now, needing to play some defense as the Utes are looking to get set up. A big check near the boards there, and the Utes will come away with it now back into the corner behind Morgan's goal, and that's another check into the boards. Lots of physical play right at the start of this game, and the puck comes out, and it's going to go back into the Ute zone. Icing waved off there. And that was Patton racing towards it. He's now going to have it on his stick. He's looking for some options, trying to move in towards the center, pass across, but Joseph interfered with on the way there. Nice play broken up there by Utah. CJ Nitchin sends it back towards the blue line. A bouncing puck, and nice cover up there by Slaw, as that was a dangerous opportunity. A nice scramble there by CSU to generate an offensive attack.
Yeah, so CSU will be taking on Utah tonight and tomorrow. So it's always interesting to see how these 2-game stands for the Rams at home go, because it always seems like they get a little physical once they get to the end of the first game, and it kind of carries over in that second game. So it'll be important for the Rams to build that momentum early and take it into that second game.
Well, especially with how physical they're already getting, like you're saying, Hunter, we got to watch out for that. See how long that sticks around. And it's weird because we see a lot of that physical play. That's just pretty common here in Fort Collins. But sometimes it'll have its moments where it'll go up at like a peak in one period, and then the next period, like both teams, like I guess that cool off moment in the locker room sometimes helps, and then it never comes back. So we'll look to see how the attitudes are feeling here in the arena tonight. Puck towards Blake Hoffman. He got a couple goals. Bouncing puck, scored! But waved off, no goal. The referee immediately saying no goal.
Yeah, the reason that's a no goal is because Tito Moreno knocks the puck down, and his stick is above that crossbar. So no goal, high stick. Wow, what a redirect by Moreno to get his stick on that puck, though. That was impressive.
Nice heads-up play by the officials there. Got to give them some credit in being able to see that play unfold right in front of them, because that would have been a big goal for CSU in building that momentum early. And right now the Utes are going to see if they can turn it around right now. Jara got tangled up along the boards. A nice check there, and CSU will come away with it. Now carrying it out of their own zone. Leading pass, trying to get it to Moreno, was Marcancini, just not quite on target for him, a little too far out of reach. And now into the corner of the Ute zone. Miller is there. He's got a Ute on his back. Trying to send it across, but in the way was Jerome. North will dump it back into the corner. CSU is going to make a couple changes. Whistle blown.
And that almost has to be a confidence builder in its own, even though it doesn't turn out to be a goal. To see the puck go in the back of the net at such an impressive way, you really think that this Rams team is going to build off of that momentum, even though that they didn't get that goal.
Definitely. And I think one thing, especially like we were talking about, you got some tough players on this other team. Specifically, you look at the Utah side, number 11, Shea Landakusik. He's got 30 points on the season. Landakusik is a force to be reckoned with on this Utah side. And right now he's on the ice right now. Just got tangled up there by North. Smart job to hold up that man. He's a dangerous offensive force. So you do not want to let him have some free ice right now. CSU trying to keep the puck in the zone, but it's going to come out. They have to reset. Trent Cowden now with the puck. Colorado State from his own zone just a little bit. His own blue line. Gets the puck taken away, knocked away off his stick. Now Landakusik has it. Gets by Cowden. Now he's got it by himself on the right side. Trying to dangle a little bit, but now he's behind Morgan's net. Trying to wrap it around, looking for an option, bouncing, and Morgan gets the cover up.
Yeah, just kind of sizzled out there, but there was a nice toe drag in there by Landakusik, and it looked like he could have had a shot, but nothing amounted to it.
Utah will make a couple changes. And Alex King will take the face off for Utah. He's able to win it. Now it's into that corner. Chow looking for some options, able to hand it off, trying to send the puck across. Nice interception on the way there by Cowden. It's going to get dumped in. Onside play. Nelson will send it ahead in towards the corner. Cote trying to work and able to win it for his team. Bouncing puck near the center, looking for that slot opportunity. Not able to find it. Cote working it around once more. Leaves it behind. Couple players just really getting physical right now, trying to work from his own zone. Nelson not able to hold on to it too well there, so now the puck will go back down towards the other side. And Morgan needs to get back to the net as Hoffman has to battle for that puck to get it back, and it looks like a Utah player is down on the other side of that. He's getting up, so he's going to be slow to get up. Hope he's okay, and it looks like that's going to be an offside play, and a good timing for Utah. They needed that player. They needed to get their player back.
Yeah, and that's a rough one for the Rams there. You can't really force that offsides because you have three players and it's a 3-on-1, and you would have had an opportunity there if you would have not gone offside. So important for them to stay on sides and get the puck in.
And for Utah, that was Chow that went down. He's standing on the bench right now, so it looks like he's okay. He might just have to shake that one off. Puck bouncing off a couple sticks in the zone. Kyle Riley out on the ice for CSU. Sends it across towards Miller. Miller going to try and find the shot. Bouncing pad. Looking for the rebound. Scrambling, and it's knocked away. Well done defensively by Utah right now. And Miller gets a nice check into the boards. Still bouncing puck. Riley goes down too. Lots of physicality right now in between the two teams.
Yeah, heavy hit there by Miller as the Utah player was trying to make a play on the puck.
And Hoffman not able to get it by. And Hoffman actually collides with his own man, looking for the centering pass, bouncing puck in a dangerous position. Well done by the defenseman there to be able to clear it out for CSU, and now they need to reset. Morgan holding onto that post, not able to allow the wraparound. And now North's got a couple of Utes to deal with. Bouncing puck, Joseph able to get it out of the zone and send it forward towards Patton, who will dump it on ahead. Riley's not able to get his stick on that one, so now it'll be Utah's puck as they try to carry it out of their own zone. Small turnover, bouncing in between a couple sticks. Marcancini able to take a big check into the bench right there. And the Utes will try to take control once again. They send it out of the zone. Marcancini seems to be okay after that big hit. Riley trying to send it on ahead, bouncing out the boards. Icing called.
Yeah, and just going back to that play where Hoffman was in the center. If it weren't for Hoffman, that would have not been that would have been a goal for Utah, because if he wouldn't have gotten that puck out, it was all open net. Morgan was too far to the left side of the net, and it was dangerous. But good play by Hoffman.
And those are almost the, if you want to call them mistakes, those are the ones you want to avoid, is having those open moments right now. However, Moreno pushing in on this near side. He's going to bounce it off the boards. He was pushing in and looking for the shot, but nice glove save by Slough.
Yeah, and we've seen it. Morgan's an aggressive goaltender. It helps him out. He has struggled quite a bit this season, though, not having very many wins. And I think it's just important for him to stay focused on what's going on because he has won games. He knows how to do it.
And right now the puck in the corner, CSU trying to stay alive offensively. Working from that corner, a couple of Utes around a Ram. However, he comes free with it. Well done by Foundos. And looking for the bouncing puck. They're getting into the slot, but they just can't seem to find the shot right now as the puck near the blue line. It comes out of the zone. CSU needs to reset. Hoffman will dump it back in. And now Colorado State looking to just find that offensive momentum yet again. But they're generating a little bit of getting in front of the net right now.
Yeah, it just looked like Nelson was a little bit off right there as they get in the inside and send it across. But yeah, Nelson was off balance, and it led to there not being a pass or a shot.
Cote, he's got 3 Utes to deal with. He's going to try and wrap it around, but not able to get by with the deke. And now it's Utah sending it back towards the other side. Icing called. And they're going to have a face-off in Utah's zone.
Yeah, so far this game has been really fast-paced and physical, so it's going to be a toll if they play this game like this one. It's going to be interesting how that next one plays out.
Riley to take the face-off for CSU, looking to win that offensive chance, but the Utah Utes come away with it. They send it around the boards, need to get it out of the zone. That they will. However, Patton is there to send it right back where it came from. Looks like the puck's going to get deflected and knocked out of play. We're going to get a face-off.
So far, we haven't seen a penalty yet. That's been something that the Rams, we've noticed, have improved on. Last season, it seemed like there were at least 10 penalties in almost the first period every single time. So it's good for them to be able to stay out of that penalty box. And
yeah, I would say they've been more disciplined this season. Puck came near the boards there, and it now bounced back in towards the corner. Lots of players seem to be losing their footing right now. Scouting looking for the shot. Nice deflection by Marcancini, just a little bit off target. And now trying to work from behind Slough's net. Again, more players going down on the ice now, reaching for this puck to try to come away with it. All out in the scramble there, and just lots of physicality. King and Conti for Utah racing after this one. And the Rams have to retreat back and give some support as Brendan Beaver, number 14 for CSU, was alone by himself for a moment. Now Ben Joseph on the far side looking for that centering puck behind Slough's net. He's now going to have to race towards it.
that was unfortunate because Gebhardt had an open lane there on the other side. He just didn't see him on the other side.
Smart play by Gebhardt there as he tried to work across the blue line. He actually caught his own, like he lifted it up to himself, caught it, dropped it right back down, was able to work by a couple men and dump it back into the zone. CSU, a couple CSU players there doing a nice job to hold up Utah while they make a trade for some players there. Nice hold up. Now Miller will have it behind Morgan's net, leaves it for Hoffman. Hoffman looking for the quick pass to Joseph off the wall. It's going to go bouncing into a Utah stick, looking for that desperation pass as he was losing his footing.
Yeah, this ice is really slippery tonight. It doesn't seem like the players can keep their footing.
Riley trying to leave it for Joseph. Nice job by Utah to break it up. Now in center of the ice, Landon Cusick going across the blue line, looking for the shot. Nice save by Morgan. He'll cover it up.
And the thing that I've already noticed with Landon Cusick here is his acceleration once he gets into that offensive zone is outstanding. And it looks like he can just take it all of the way, and it's going to be hard for this Rams defense to guard that if he keeps accelerating once he gets into that offensive zone.
We'll look to see if he can find that momentum right now. There's Utah in this offensive zone. Puck finally comes out for just a moment. They need to reset. CSU will look to get out while they can. And Tyler Nelson, with the help of Kyle Nelson, will send it on ahead into the zone. Foundos looking for some help, and he's going to get it in the form of Sam Cote. However, Utah comes away with it. Landon Cusick one more time across center ice now. Got to keep an eye on him on that on the near side centering puck, and that was also dangerous. That was Milik, who had a chance as that puck was bouncing right in the slot. He just couldn't find the shooting position for himself right there. Meyer will dump it in for Utah as they're going to go for a trade, and even also CSU will as well. Colorado State from their own zone. Tolnai across the center line. He's got a couple of Utes around him. He's not able to get the shot that he was looking for. Lost his footing behind him. Looking for that centering puck there is Nitchin, but it just gets away from him. And all these players going down right now. And now Nitchin loses his stick, and he tries to help out by kicking the puck a little bit. Tolnai not able to get a shot, but Cowden will. It's going to go wide of the net. And now into the corner. Nitchin will trade off there, and now deflected off the shot and out of play. And that was a little bit of a chaotic moment. No one really seemed to have any sort of control on the puck or even their own feet.
Yeah, it seemed like there was an opportunity right there, though. If Engel would have got his stick on that puck that went a little wide, it would have gone in because there was some open end there.
And that's going to be Tito Moreno, able to come away with the faceoff, sends it back to Jeb Hart along the near side, taking with a shot. It's going to be blocked by a Ute on the way there. However, nice job by Jeb Hart to get his stick in there and win it back. Sending it ahead, Marcancini, quick on his feet, gets it back towards Jeb Hart behind Slau's net. He's got one man that he's trying to get away from. That's Palau for Utah, trying to send it back behind the net, and he will. It's a race to get it. Held up in the corner, trying to have the puck come loose. We're over the halfway point here. Shot deflected. Marcancini again with a nice deflection on the way to the net. However, a sigh of relief breathed by Slau, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was almost better that Marcancini knocked that one down because Hoffman had a lot of speed on that puck when he shot it.
Utah just trying to get out of their own zone. However, CSU doing a good job to force the turnovers. Riley with a fake windup there. Takes the shot, bouncing puck behind Slau's net now. Bouncing off in between a couple of skates. Joseph comes away with it, looking for some help. Tries to get it back towards North, who will take a shot. Another deflection on the way there. Right now, it seems like that's really the plan of CSU, just going for those deflections, creating that chaos in front of the net. Sent across one more time on the blue line, looking for another shot, and that one's a nice save by Slau. Bounced wide and out of play.
Yeah, like you said, they're getting in front of the goaltender, screening him off, and trying to get those redirects. And if they keep doing it like this, it's good. There's going to be a puck in the back of the net off of the redirect.
If CSU can keep it up, it's only a matter of time. Just 1 second under 8 minutes left to go in the first period. Still no goal scored, still no penalties. A relatively quick first period we've had so far here in Fort Collins. Cowden will dump it on in towards the corner. CSU again in the offensive zone. That's Kyle Nelson trying to come away with it. A little bit of help needed. Chow back on the ice. Nice to see he's feeling better after going down earlier in the period.
And he just takes a big hit right as he gets back on the ice.
Looks like it's going to be just an offside play, so we'll have a face-off right outside Utah zone. Alex King to take the face-off for Utah against Askell Campbell. However, Utah comes away with it light. Sends it ahead to Chow. Try to go for a little quick 1-2. Now bouncing off the boards. Tolnai trying to send it across. Deflected by Nitchin on the way there. Gets it into the zone, but in the hands of Utah. Trying to get it out of their own zone. Bouncing puck and sent out. Now Cowden will have to go and retrieve. It's going to come towards Morgan. He's going to hand it off to Cowden, and he's going to hold it behind the net. He's got Wyatt Light in front of him. On that far side, players just looking for some sort of control right now, and it's mainly CSU has been able to play their offensive game, as Slough has had to stay back defensively and ready to go, whereas Morgan hasn't had to make too many saves on his side.
Yeah, and that hasn't been very typical in the last couple games here, at least, and it's important for the Rams team to stay in that offensive zone. Dangerous play.
Shot coming from the side there, and nice save by Morgan. Rebound not allowed by CSU. Well done there. And now Jeff Hart racing ahead, takes the shot from the near side. Almost fooled Slough for a moment there, but well done from him to be able to react to that shot. Now the puck coming loose. Mandakusik taking a long shot from center ice. Nice glove save by Morgan to cover it up.
Landa Kusick seems like he's the only one that is getting shots on goal against Morgan, and man, it's just impressive how quick he can get up the ice and produce some pressure for Morgan.
King once again to take the faceoff for Utah. One of their few offensive faceoffs this period. And coming away with it. Dangerous ball. The nice splits from Morgan. Shot scores! Wyatt Lights on the delivering end. Utah takes the lead.
Yeah, and you can see that Light right there. He freezes up Morgan. Morgan goes down too quick, and Light fakes the shot and gets it up top where Morgan is already down.
And it's a smart idea by Morgan to at least try to cover his post going down, but he does leave that, his above head open, and that's where Light went for it. And
yeah, it's always just kind of a battle. Who is going to make the move first? Because if that shooter would have made that shot down low, and then Morgan would have been right there. But shooter holds him, and Morgan goes down and goal.
Now the question becomes, how does CSU respond after having so much of the pressure throughout this first period, and for a quick goal to be scored against them now with just under 6 minutes left to go in this first period? Are they still able to keep up the pressure? Is this going to affect their attitude at all? We're going to have to see.
Yeah, it's just going to be important for the Rams to not get discouraged by that and not sit back on their heels, keep applying this pressure, keep screening that goaltender, and keep redirecting shots.
Nitchin able to win the faceoff for CSU. Gets it back towards Beaver. Beaver lost the puck there for a second, actually went to retreat back, and he'll have to go and get it now. Back in towards the corner. CSU just needs to get out of the zone. They need to get their momentum back. Engel gonna try to get it off. And Toldenai tried to leave it behind. Nitchin trying to race across to get there. However, Utah comes away with it. Now Landekusic again through center. Works around Engel. Needs to beat 3 more Rams if he wants to get that shot on goal. Not going to be able to. Morgan handing it off towards Gebhardt, and Engel's got a Utah man on his back. Right now, the Utes are just trying to start something on offense. This is getting, seems like the players are just getting tangled up a lot. And it looks like the penalty arm goes up. This one's going to be a tripping call on CSU as Jerome has it for Utah. Skating around. He's got some speed on him. He's going to hold on to the puck for just a moment, sending it across, looking for the slot pass, and Hoffman's able to get his stick on it. So the first penalty coming with only 4:28 left in the first period. It's going to be against CSU.
Yeah, and Engel just got his stick trying to go for the puck, and he just tripped up the Utah player. And first penalty, not what the Rams won after being down 1 goal. It's more pressure on them, more pressure on Morgan, and just this game has really flipped very quickly.
Almost out of nowhere. And right now, the Utes looking to apply some very quick pressure off the faceoff. Cote is able to come away with it, gets it out of the zone for just a moment, so Utah will have to leave it. And Nelson will send it backwards, and North will do a nice job to dump it out of the zone. Nice catch there by Dix, who will have to bring it back into the zone. Landekusic, he's got it on his stick, and right now, Tyler Nelson lost his own stick for just a moment. Kyle has it, sends it on goal. Nice deflection. Now 30 seconds gone in the first power play of the game for Utah. Starting from their own zone, that's Brett Meyer working around 1. Able to get the puck on that far side. However, CSU holding up that blue line well so far. You have Odlin on the near side. Got to keep an eye on him. Nice check by Gebhardt. And he's able to take the puck away into his own zone. He's going to now just dump this one out. Nice held up by Nitchin. Nitchin's going to carry it himself. He's got 3 Utah members in front of him, but this is still just taking more time off the penalty. 50 seconds left to go before they get Engel back out on the ice. King sends it across one more time. In towards that near side. Well done by CSU to hold up the blue line one more time. Jerome has it. He's going to hand it on back to Palau. Moving in on the near side. Near the blue line at the point. Sent across. CSU new back in their defensive stance. Hoffman able to block that pass from going across. Well done. Jerome gets it along the back of the wall there. Sent back near the point. Utah quick 1-2. Wyatt Light scored the last one. Hands it in further in deep. Looking for the opposite side now. About 10 seconds now left to go in the power play. Sending it on a shot. That one's going to go behind Morgan's net. And it's caught in the back of the netting. They're trying to have it come loose, and the official blows the whistle with 4 seconds left in the penalty.
Yeah, good penalty kill by the Rams right there. Like you were talking about, the whole time they were holding that blue line, and when they were possessing the puck, they were skating around and chewing up that clock as much as they could. So really quality penalty kill there by the Rams.
When you look at the numbers, CSU 84% successful on that PK, and Utah 18, almost 19% on the power play. And it looks like they're going to move the faceoff to just outside CSU's defensive end here, so that's going to be nice for them. I'm sure they're happy about that. Jerome not able to win the faceoff for Utah as Jeff Hart comes away with it, and he takes it back, and it looks like it almost took a stick to the face there as he had to adjust his helmet for just a moment.
Yeah, and it's going to be a penalty for that stick to the face on Jeff Hart, and the Rams are going to get an opportunity right here. And you can see that Jeff Hart was just trying to chew up that clock and then trying to get some opening, but draws the penalty, and it's important for the Rams now to get some production done on this power play.
So 2 minutes up on the board against Utah. Chance for CSU to respond as Jerome goes into the box for the Utes. Now can CSU, with more of that open space for their own team, find that offensive chance that they've been looking for. They have to go and retreat as Chow will apply some pressure. Hoffman has it now for CSU. Lost it for just a moment. Has to wrap around one more time. Gets away from him, and now Chow has it again for Utah. He has to send it back. And Cowden sends it across towards Hoffman, who sends it across to Jeb Hart. Jeb Hart, lots of long ice passes from side to side. Moreno hands it back one more time. Shot coming from the side there. That was actually a centering pass towards Joseph, just wasn't able to finish it. More than 30 seconds now gone on the first power play for CSU. And just gets out of the zone, and smart play. King was on it for Utah. He was ready to try for a shorthanded chance there.
Yeah, quality play by Patton laying out there and getting the stick on it.
Patton to Joseph, back to Patton. Quick 1-2 between them. Patton now sending across to Hoffman. He'll get it to Cowden. Lots of quick passes right now from CSU. Patton further in deep to Joseph. Joseph to Cowden. Back near the faceoff circle. Bouncing puck loose for it, and it gets knocked away. Hoffman quickly hands it off to Cowden again, looking for another shot. Blocked on the way there by Najera for Utah. And now looking to turn it into a shorthanded opportunity with 30 seconds left in the penalty kill. And a nice job by Riley to work around a couple of Utah members, but he's still got a couple men to beat in front of him. And able to hold up on a check there and still dumps it in. And Patton and Riley get tangled up there for a moment. Almost a quick miscommunication. 20 seconds left now in the power play. 40 seconds left in the period. And the puck gets dumped out. This might just take off the rest of the time here on the power play for CSU. 10 seconds now, starting from their own zone. That's North. He's going to leave it for Jeff Hart. He's going to try and use some speed on it. Carrying it through center ice. Now on the near side, looking for some options. Possible centering pass. Looking for it. Penalty now over. Back to even strength with the final 20 seconds of the period. Counting down now. And Jeff Hart able to hold it up. He actually works by one man. Moreno holding it up, taking the shot. Just goes wide of the net. 10 seconds left now. Miller has it near the point. Takes a shot. Bouncing puck. Just gets deflected over Slough's head. And the final 2 seconds go off the clock, and we will have one period of hockey done.
Yeah, such a quality period by both teams there, and both of the penalty kills got it done.
I think we'll look to see more of this excitement in the next 2 periods to come, but we're going to take a short break here. Utah heads in the locker room with a 1-0 lead over CSU. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to ColoradoSports.TV. You're tuning into the action between Colorado State University and the University of Utah. Right now, the Utes lead the Rams 1-0 after the first period. Only a couple penalties. That one goal scored by Wyatt Light of Utah. I'm Litos Castro here with Hunter Fillmore, Scott Sledger running it all behind the scenes. Hunter, this has been a pretty fast-paced game so far.
Yeah, fast-paced, only one penalty on each side, and the penalty kills got it done for each team. So really important. It looked like there was a little bit of shift there. It was a quick shift as there's a shot on goal, but Morgan shuts it down. But there was a quick shift when the goal was scored by Utah, and all the momentum seemed to be going in that Rams direction until that goal, and then they got a penalty, and it looked like Utah was going to have an opportunity, but Rams shut it down, and then Utah comes back and shuts down that penalty, and that's where we are now.
Yeah, one thing to note about the Utah offense is that they haven't had the puck, at least in that first period. They didn't have most of the possession time. It was really on CSU, and they were able to generate some shots. A lot, like what we saw, a lot of redirects in front of the net, screening off the goalie. Some smart plays, just not really able to get in the back of the net. However, credit to Utah because in the short possession time that they had, they would generate quick offense, and they got it done. They got the lead early, but now the question is, can CSU get that goal back? Right now, they're on the defensive side as the Utes are knocking down their door. Wyatt Light scored the last goal, trying to win it back for his team. Comes loose, and that's Foundos trying to send it across to Cote, but it just gets away from him. Now, King for the Utes takes a shot, and Morgan just swallows it up and gets the cover.
Yeah, and there's really two different play styles going on right now. For the Rams, it's more of that screening and redirecting that we've seen. And for this Utah team, it's like skate as fast as you can at Morgan and try and get a shot on him. And not as methodical, but it's been effective, obviously.
Definitely getting Morgan to have to be aware. Landon Kusick able to win the faceoff for his team. Again, that man has 30 points to his name, so you got to keep an eye on him. Trying to look for that slot pass. The shot, I think that went right off the mask of Morgan, so he gets the save nonetheless. And Joseph trying to turn it around really quickly. Carries across the blue line himself. Trying to work around one man. He will. Gets by. Centering pass. Not able to get a shot. Now back at Riley. Shot scores! All tied up, and Riley gets the goal.
Yeah, just a quality opportunity right there for Riley after his teammate couldn't possess it. But you see Joseph get down there, and he has a great pass to Beaver, but Beaver just couldn't possess it, and Riley was right there to come and clean it up.
And just as we were talking about it, could CSU find that tying goal? And they do with 18:47 left in the second period. All tied up at 1 now. This looks like it's going to be a fun game ahead of us. And off the face-off, Moreno gets whistled twice for, I believe, going just a little bit early there.
Yeah, so they make him go take the face off so he can't try and jump in there real quick.
Miller sending it ahead, and Slough in between the posts for Utah. And right now, CSU in their own zone, working out. Miller trying to just skate on ahead. Lost is swinging from behind, and I think that's going to be a penalty against Utah. So Jerome going back into the box for Utah, a tripping penalty. That's going to be Jerome's second penalty of the night.
Yeah, now this is an opportunity for the Rams. If you're Utah, you want to play the penalty exactly the way you played that penalty kill last time and work it out and get that puck out of the zone. But if you're the Rams, you need to apply pressure now so that you can get this lead.
And Miller sending it on ahead. Back behind Slough's net, going into the corner on the near side. Sends it back towards North. Quick 1-2 between them. And Patton hands it off. Back towards North near the point. Again, back near to Joseph. Further in deep. Quick 1-2. Shot coming on net, and Slough just trying to get the cover up. And juggling puck and the whistle's blown.
Yeah, there wasn't much there. Joseph looked like he just shot it down low, tried to go 5-hole, but it looked like that left side was where he needed to shoot that puck instead of going to this near side, because that's where the goalie was standing the whole time.
CSU trying to start that pressure early on here. Almost 30 seconds gone by in their second power play of the night. They were working a lot from this near side of the arena. However, just gets away. Landon Kusick trying to generate something shorthanded. He's got a lot of speed on him. And sending it across, that was dangerous. There's that shorthanded chance that they were looking for.
Yeah, impressive by Landon Kusick right there. He possessed the puck and was able to get the pass to his teammate across.
Right now, Gebhardt was looking for that down low opportunity right in front of the goal. Tried to hand it off to Moreno. Now Hoffman going for the shot. Just got deflected on the way there. Safe play so far for CSU. They're holding on to it. Less than a minute now left to go in the penalty. Moreno sends it back near the blue line. Across to Hoffman. He's going to quickly dish it back to Cowden. Cowden with a shot just off the pad. Rebound shot. Another big save there. I'm not sure if that was Paulo or Slough that made that save on that one. Nonetheless, a save.
Yeah,
Hoffman again.
Cowden looked like he went for that pad pass off of Slough, but Gebhardt had a lot of speed, and I don't know how that puck did not go in the back of the net.
Landon Kusick carried the puck into the CSU zone, and now he's off the ice. 30 seconds left to go in the penalty. And Hoffman again, starting from his own zone, carries it across the center line, sending it all the way around. It's going to come towards Riley. Just assisted in the just scored the tying goal. Hands it off, back to Riley. Down low, looking for the shot, just goes wide of the net. Rams really knocking down the door of Utah now. Puck comes across, back to Riley again. Now 5 seconds left before it's back to even strength. Joseph carrying it across, just assisted in the last goal. Gonna try to hand that off to Riley one more time. A big shot, but a bigger save by Slough.
Yeah, this line is really generating for the Rams. It's Riley and Joseph and Gebhardt that are really generating. They're all out in front of the net, and it seems like Joseph's the one that's serving it up for the Rams and seeing if Riley and Gebhardt can get the puck in the back of the net, but Slough is doing a good job inside the net.
And Rams trying to come away with another offensive face-off win. It goes in towards the corner and gets knocked out of play, so we're going to have to get another face-off going. Face-off just going to be right outside the Ute zone. 16-12 left to go in the period. And whistle blown right on the face-off again. And you're seeing on this, I think that one was directed at Engel and Chow here on this side. We're just inching in a little too quickly on the face-off there. Tangled up off the puck drop, and that's going to be Light, who scored the last goal for Utah. He's got a lot of speed on his skates there. However, Morgan covering it up for CSU will get ready for another face-off.
Another strong penalty kill by Utah, getting it out of the zone and unscathed, but the Rams had a lot of opportunities there on that power play, and they must be feeling good about themselves with all the shots that they had on goal.
King not able to get the offensive face-off win as it's going to go back into the hands of CSU. Long pass towards Nelson. Kyle Nelson actually with the quick 1-2 redirect, and he sends it on in towards behind Slough's net. And now Utah will start from their own zone. Trying to send it on ahead. There's Light trying to race after it. King as well. Foundos just trying to get out of the zone. Bouncing off a Cote's pad there. And it comes loose. Paulo has it. He's going to dump it in as Utah will make a couple quick changes. And send all the way around. Cowden is looking for some teammates there. And a dangerous puck. King tries to send it across. It's going to bounce off the boards. And just trying to get out of the way here. Well, a dangerous pass. That one was right in the slot, but it was just a little bit too quick. That was a nice setup opportunity for Urch there. Just wasn't able to get it on his stick.
Yeah, Urch just that close to it being a goal. He had a lot of heat, and he was close to Morgan, so dangerous for the Rams, but unfortunate for Urch.
Cowden and Beaver working behind Morgan's there, trying to send it on goal, but it just Got deflected wide. Lots of fast-paced play right now in CSU zone. Cote handing it back. Marcancini tries to dump it out of the zone, but interrupted, and bouncing puck, and Morgan has to cover it up.
Yeah, and that was a little different of a shift for the Utah team, and they had more pressure there, more than they've had almost all game. So the Rams are going to have to watch out, and they need to start possessing this puck, or it could be very dangerous if this fast Utah team possesses the puck and gets the shot.
I think, and when you speak of the speed on Utah's side, that means that CSU is going to need to have really good passing and playmaking skills going right now, because you can't outrun them if they're faster than you. However, Moreno's going to try to carry it in himself. However, just offsides. It looks like Campbell just crossed the line first.
Yeah, and it doesn't even seem like this Utah team plays too fast in their defensive zones. Once they get into that offensive zone, it's like a switch clicks and they are shooting for the net.
Face off right in front of CSU's bench. Riley back on the ice, facing. He's going to be able to win it there. Hoffman's going to hold it behind Morgan, say a little hello before he sends it ahead towards Cowden. Looks like he was trying to find Joseph on that play. Joseph turned his head just at the wrong moment. However, it gets back in the hands of CSU. Riley will dump it on in. It's actually going to be right out of play. Heard it hit the glass, almost the fence here right in front of the audience.
Yeah, it looks like they switched up this line that's going off a little bit. Joseph is now on the ice with Patton and Riley instead of Gebhardt. Or Patton is on the ice. But they do get a line change. And this Nitchin line is now on the ice.
You know, Nitchin tries to use a lot of his speed, generate some opportunities. Engel able to come away with the puck off the face-off. Carries it in. And that was Tolnai trying to hold on to it for CSU, but it just got away from him. Now it's a race towards the puck. That's Milik on the back of Tyler Nelson. Tries to send it behind towards Moreno. Comes near the boards and now out of the zone. Further on ahead, Tolnai trying to race towards that one. Odlin's going to get their first try to body it across, centering pass, but not able to really possess the puck with that one.
Yeah, if Engel would have been able to get something on that, it was a great play by Tolnai to get it out front and then Nitchin to redirect it for a pass, but Tolnai's skating down the ice now.
Takes a shot, going to be a pad save. It's going to go back towards Tolnai. Sure he's happy about that. Pass towards Riley. Riley with a shot, just goes too high. Comes near the point. Now Beaver's going to try a crack at it, but it gets deflected and knocked out of play.
Dangerous for Slough right there with the Riley shot. Riley had a lot of speed on it. Looked like he was going to go top shelf, and there was some open net there, but he just missed it.
Riley and Patton back on the ice with Beaver behind. Riley just able to win the faceoff. He's actually able to get out of the scramble and gets it off to the side. The shot coming from Cowden, but blocked by a Ute on the way there. And Najer trying to send it ahead. A big check into the glass right in front of the penalty box. That was Joseph on the delivering end. Beaver gets it towards Joseph, who sends it on ahead to Patton. He's got a couple Utes in front of him, looking for Riley. Quick pass across just where he needs it. However, Riley not able to get the dangle that he was looking for. However, CSU still has it in towards the corner. Quick handoff. Back into the corner. Nice 1-2 between the Rams. Utes just looking to get away with it and start something offensively. They had it right at the beginning of the period, but right now CSU is playing their game. Gebhardt trying to send it on ahead. Goes right into the legs of Joseph. It's going to come to Miller, who's going to backhand it towards Slough again. Puck loose for just a moment right in front of Slough's net. CSU comes away with it. Gebhardt again in the faceoff circle, taking a shot, just goes wide. Back near the point. Hoffman now needs to work it around, takes another shot. Not able to get it on target, though, as it went towards the side of Slough again. However, from the corner once more. Gebhardt has it. Got a little bit of room to work with. Takes a shot. It's going to bounce off the chest there. Slough, and now the Utes have it. They're looking to just get it out of the zone. However, nice job by Moreno to intercept that puck. And it finally comes out CSU has to get to it. Now it's a race. Jerome not able to get there first. He's looking around. He's wondering why that's icing, and I almost got to agree with him there. He was ahead, at least what it looked like from our perspective.
Looked like Jerome was a lot closer to the puck than Hoffman was, but on that play there down at the other end, it looked like Hoffman wanted the puck, and the play there, it seemed like they just kept shooting too high, so they're going to have to get this puck down and not elevate it as much. There was one low shot there by Riley, it seemed, but
yeah,
going to have to get the puck down.
You don't want to be wasting your shots with all the possession that you have, especially in a tie game. North able to send it on ahead towards Foundos, who gives it off to Cote, although he's got a Ute on his back. That was Chow. Now back into the corner. And that's Nelson trying to win it back for his team as the Utes are pressuring down. Puck moving towards the slot, but in the hands of Utah. And Light loses it for a second. Nice takeaway by Nelson for just a moment. However, King battling to get it back. Stick goes down. That was Chow, but he has it right back.
If Nelson wasn't able to get that puck, it looked like Light was going to take it all the way.
Cote goes down at center ice as Foundos carrying in, looking for that backhanded near post shot, but just goes off the side of the net. Now a quick 1-2. Now King will have it. Gets broken up there by a couple Rams. Nice job defensively as Utah was making a change. And losing his footing. This might be a chance. Quick shot. That was dangerous. Now that is something you cannot have happen. CSU gets a little bit lucky right there. Cote now has it. He's going to try and just send it on ahead himself, and gloved up by Slough.
Yeah, and with that opportunity there, you could just see King's family sitting in front of us, and they were upset that they missed that one.
I'm sure you'll hear about that one back home. You had an open shot. What happened? 10:21 left to go in the period. One goal scored by CSU to tie it up early on. If you're just now joining us, you're watching ColoradoSports.TV. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Litos Castro here with Hunter Fillmore. Scott Sledgister running it all right now. All tied up at 1 as Milik looking to get on ahead, but a nice hip check by Hoffman as he took him completely off his feet. That might be one for the highlight reel as far as breaking up a play. Hollow sends it on ahead. Now Nitchin will have it. Puck bounced off the glass. He's going to carry it from his own zone across the blue line. Gets it to Engel. Moving it on an onside play, looking for the low pass. I think that was Paulo who went down to block that shot, and it was well done by him. But now Utah has it. Starting from their own zone. Get organized here as they set up their 5-man attack. Intercepted on the way there. Patton looks around for just a moment before carrying across the line. Looking for the centering pass. Shot, scores! And CSU takes the lead with a beautiful play to do it.
That is all Patton right there. That pass was pinpoint, and he was able to get in the right spot. It just got on the side, and that is impressive play by Patton, and he has his teammate help him out, and
that's a beauty. That's a beauty right there. I'm sure they're going to go back and watch that one. But CSU now has the lead 2-1 with 9:21 left to go in the second period. And the momentum still on their side. Utah trying to see if they can get it back quickly as it's in CSU's zone. However, Gebhardt able to get away from a couple Utes, and now it's sent on ahead back towards center ice. This might be a chance here for the Utes. Shot. Sent in on deep. And now just caught up along the boards. Sent out of the zone. The goal scorer for the last goal, Joseph, on the delivering in after the beautiful pass from Patton.
Yeah, and all Joseph really had to do was get his stick down there, and Joseph's looking for the net again.
For one right there, but just goes wide. CSU really just feeling it right now, it seems. However, this might be a chance for King. Nice job by Beaver to really shield the puck with his body, and he's able to win it back for his team, but he's got Chow on his back. Utah trying to win it back. Gebhardt with a shot deflected on the way there. Not really able to get it by the big bodies in front. And now moving in is Light. Scored the last one, possibly trying to look to tie it right here. And Morgan gets his glove on it, just tips it towards the side, hands it off to Patton. Patton across the center line, in towards the offensive zone. Nice little deke there. Nice dangle to bring it in, but just not able to get a shot on goal.
Yeah, impressive play there by Patton. You can tell he's feeling it, and he knows where the puck is going to be because impressive behind the back deke by him.
Joseph looking for that centering pass from the corner. This might be one for Hoffman. Bouncing puck. Pad save by Slough. Riley scored the first goal. Gets it off to Nelson, who then sends it on back towards Joseph. In towards the corner. The Utes come away with it. Now carrying it out of the zone is King. Sending it on ahead. Just going to go off the back of the boards. Nelson will have it. Quick handoff to Miller. Miller's able to get by one. Sends it towards Hoffman, who then gives it to Nelson, trying to do a quick 1-2-3 on the side along the boards. It looks like the penalty arm goes up for just a moment. Or excuse me, that was just the offsides arm. Foundos from his own zone. Quick pass towards Cote, who then gives it to Kyle Nelson as he comes into the zone here, gets tangled up along the boards. He's trying to come away with it. Comes loose, Cote, backhands it on goal and gloved up by Slough.
Yeah, and just all that momentum that Utah had, it seemed to just fizzle away and shift back to the Rams, and now they're up by one. Utah's going to have to work in that offensive zone. Much like we've talked about with the Rams, this Utah team's going to have to start possessing that puck in the offensive zone if they want to get stuff done.
Can only rely on a counterattack so much, and we've seen it with the Rams where their only chances are really the counterattack, and they need to be able to set up, like you're saying, Hunter. Trying to see if they can do it right now. However, the CSU defense is very strong right now as North gives a check into the boards, breaking up that play, and Nitchin able to outbody a man himself, and now it's a 2-on-2 going the other way. Shot coming, a huge save by Slough as the puck gets deflected out of play. Credit to Slough because he's not letting up despite the two goals against him. And we talk about that a lot with Morgan, that no matter what the score is, still got to be able to produce for the team, because sometimes that goalie can make or break a game. And right now the puck comes back and just near the blue line, whistle blown offsides.
Yeah, and that one was close. It looked like it barely just went over that blue line, and they call it because that was an opportunity for the Rams. So if the refs didn't blow it, it was sitting out front and waiting for a Ram to knock it in.
Riley versus Landacusic there. Utah comes away with it. Odlin will try to send it on towards center ice. And nice body play. It's a race to get to it. Beaver's going to have Landacusic on his back and is able to leave it for his teammate. However, bouncing puck deflected off his skate. Now Landacusic has it. Sent around. Utah might be able to have something here. Try to find that centering pass, but it got deflected and sent out of the zone, so they have to reset. Less than 6 minutes to go now in the second period. Try to find Patton, and Joseph gets bodied off the puck there. Smart play by the Utes. Riley in the corner is able to give it off to Patton, trying to find that wraparound, but it just got knocked off his stick.
Yeah, and something really interesting was the fact that Gebhardt was on this line, and then the coaching staff switched it up, put Patton on there, and Patton produced for him. He got that pass in, Joseph to get the goal. So good play by the coaching staff to get that line switched up the right way.
In towards the zone, this could be dangerous. Moreno trying to find the shot, but he just wasn't able to get a clear possession on it. But CSU really threatening after getting the lead back. Hoffman trying to send it on ahead, but Landacusic comes away with it. He's a tall man. He's able to get it across now. Trying to find the shot on goal, but not able to connect. Along the boards, and it comes out of the zone. Deflected. Cahill has to go and retrieve. And deflected, and just offsides for a moment. Hoffman now has it, tries to backhand it forward towards Gebhardt, but is not able to find that connection. Paulo has to go and retrieve for Utah. Will use the boards to help him out with the pass. This gets on ahead and sign. for Utah into the corner. Looking for some space, looking for some options. Sending it across. Not able to get it down on the ice for his teammate, and now Foundos carries it in for CSU. Pass across to Cote. Cote with a shot. Scores! Goal number 3 for the Rams with 4:01 left in the period.
Yeah, and Cote just pops the water bottle, goes top shelf, and that's another goal for Cote. 4 in his last 2 games, and now this is his 5th. Cote is on fire.
And we were talking about how the Rams were all over the place in Eastern Michigan. Now they brought that back here. But you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 different players getting involved on the scoring here in Fort Collins.
Just quality opportunity there by Cote, getting it up at the point after he gets the pass, going right down the slot and sending it home over the shoulder.
So a nice play from CSU. The goal from Cote, the assist to Torrin Foundos, gives them a 3-1 lead. Now with 3:44 left to go in the period. And the Utes almost able to come away with an offensive faceoff. And Marcancini, he's got some jets on those skates there, carrying it in, looking for the shot, bouncing puck, dangerous. However, not able to find the back of the net. Slough did a good job to hold on to his composure there. And diving after it was King, but not able to come away with it. Now it's going to go behind Slough's net.
Almost looked like Marcancini could have found Moreno on that backside if he wouldn't have been going so fast.
Now Chow try to work it around in towards the corner. The puck will get there, but into the hands of Miller, who will hand it off to Patton. Patton, Riley, and Joseph have been 3 big playmakers so far tonight. Jeff Hart, who also has been contributing, goes off the ice. And he's going to come back towards Morgan. He's going to use his own stick there to send it around. Joseph will push it on ahead towards Patton and gets bodied off there, not able to really pursue the puck. And the puck's sent on ahead in towards the corner. Was looking for a deep pass. Was trying to find that lone man, but just gets away for an icing call. Now Utah has to come back in their own zone for the faceoff.
Yeah, this Utah team's getting in trouble now. They're going to have to start possessing that puck. Haven't had much puck possession lately, and they're going to have to challenge Joe Morgan a little bit more.
Looking to send the puck on ahead was North, but it just got deflected. Chow holding up Nelson there, and Chow loses his stick for just a moment. Cote has it again, needs to get out of the pressure, and he will. Tries to get it back towards Kyle Nelson. And it looks like the penalty arm goes up, and it's going to be against CSU. That's against Tyler Nelson. So he's going to be going into the box. That's going to be the second penalty against CSU. Almost a full period. I believe a full period and more since we last saw CSU in the box.
Yeah, this has been a very disciplined game for both teams, but not the opportunity that you want to give this Utah team. Now they're down 2, but if they can get a goal on this power play, it puts them back in this game.
And Jerome able to take the face off. However, Hoffman holding up in the corner, just trying to take more and more time off the clock there early on. Comes back near the boards. Meyer, the puck gets away from him, sent on ahead, and Jeff Hart racing towards it. Backhanded by Slough. And sent on ahead and comes out of play. A little more of that 3D action for the crowd.
Yeah, that one came off of Miller's stick and flew up.
The nice part right now about that, at least for CSU, is that about that second goal in this period is that, or excuse me, that third goal in this period is that they give themselves that breathing room if they do have a power play goal scored against them right now. So Utah will have to start from their own zone after CSU dumps it back off the face-off. Leaves it. Now at center ice, deflected on the way there. And CSU did a really good job on their last penalty kill, barely letting them even get close to the blue line. And so far, so good right now. 45 seconds gone, and not really an offensive opportunity generated yet. Landon Kusick is able to shake off one man. That was Nitchin. He's going to carry it in himself. He's got a lot of speed. Going to try and find the shot now. Just looking for some options. Has to carry it all the way around, sends it back towards the point. Utah finding that option. Back to Kusick, who's going to take the shot, and it's going to bounce down and get dumped out. So that's the first shot, I believe, of the power play, and CSU survived so far. Just about 45 seconds left to go on the power play. And the whistle blown, and I think that was an offsides play.
Yeah, and you can just see the frustration off Landon Kusick after he goes off the ice. He kind of throws his stick down a little bit, and he just wants to get those opportunities. What we've seen tonight, he is not a selfish player. He is open to passing the puck. He uses his speed very well, but just not much production for his team.
Vestone off the faceoff, sends it across. It's going to be dumped in by Paolo. And the puck will get dumped out. Hoffman on the delivering end, and the penalty kill continues. 30 seconds left in the penalty, 45 left in the period. CSU just looking to head in the locker room with all 5 members out on the ice. So they will. Puck comes all the way back. Hoffman's going to hold on to it for just a moment. This is that smart penalty kill that we've been seeing all night. Comes back behind Slav's net. Paolo has to go and get it again. 5 seconds now, and CSU will go back to even strength, and they kill off penalty number 2. 100% so far on the night. 15 seconds left in the period. Can CSU do something while they're in the offensive zone here? 10 seconds now. Just caught up in the corners. Utah just needs to hold on defensively. 5 seconds. Millard's going to dump it back in, and now it's going to tick down to 0 on the scoreboard. So a whole new game after Utah took the lead in the intermission after the first period. CSU now holds on to it 3-1 after 2 periods of play. We're going to take another short break, but do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, to ColoradoSports.TV. You're tuning into the action between Colorado State University and University of Utah. Right now, the current score 3-1 in favor of the Rams. It's all turned around for them as we get ready for the third period. I'm Litos Castro, here with Hunter Fillmore, Scott Sledgester running it all behind the scenes. Hunter, what a game it's been so far.
Yeah, it has been really big right there. The most important thing to highlight for me is the fact that Patton could knock that pass in and Joseph just finished it off, and then you have Cote come back in and knock the water bottle off. And it's just been quite the show for the Rams so far.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're loving it right now, and I think we were talking about it a little bit. That trip to Eastern Michigan was probably a huge confidence booster for them, and so many different players getting involved in the scoring, and right now you're seeing that again tonight with 3 goals and so many different assists and 3 different goal scorers. This has been a really good one for the Rams so far. Now they just need to hold on going into this third period.
Yeah, I completely agree. After that trip, they were down 5 games. They lost 5 games in a row. It just was not good after that trip that Arizona had here, and now the Rams seem to be back in it right in the right time as the Colorado game comes up. So a big rivalry coming up.
And of course, we'll be here covering that for you. But still got to finish this one off. So another 20 minutes on the clock, and the third period has begun. CSU leading 3-1 as we start the third period. And right now it's going all the way back into Utah zone. Odlin will go and retrieve for the Utes. Puck gets away from him now in the hands of CSU. Miller hands it off to Hoffman. Hoffman trying to find his own man. That's Jeffhart. Nice little sky-high pass, and Jeffhart getting it off to Foundos. Shot coming near post. Trying to find the wraparound now. Nice defensive play to force him out of the zone. That was Landon Kusick there, who was putting his stick down, forced the puck away.
Yeah, impressive by Foundos to be able to glove that one down and then be able to, Jebhart to be able to glove that one down and be able to stop at the same time. Very impressive play there, but didn't amount to much.
Another thing to keep an eye on is also just the discipline between the two teams. Only 4 penalties total in the game, 2 per team. So both teams are really staying out of the penalty box, which I think has also helped the game move along a lot faster, quicker plays. But that also speaks to the level of play that we're having.
Yeah, it is very interesting, the fact that they've been playing so fast both down the ice, and it hasn't been the least physical game. There's been physicality, and somehow they're just not getting in the penalty box as the whistle's blown.
Quick stoppage of play, and looks like it's the curse of the caster there as Patton goes into the box. Looks like the official had to explain something to the CSU bench there. If I had to take a guess, I'm gonna guess too many men. I didn't necessarily see what the call was.
Yeah, so a big opportunity here for Utah. You could see Lenda Kissick just come on the ice. He was kind of slowing it down, say slow down the play. We have an opportunity here.
So 2 minutes up on the clock. However, this could be a shorthanded opportunity. Market City coming in on that near side, looking for the shot. He gets it. Just going to bounce off the path of Slough there. And Jeffhart carries all the way back into his own zone, already taking 20 seconds off the clock. And that penalty is actually going to be a tripping call on Patton. So that's going to be the reason for that penalty. Now a minute and a half left to go in the third power play chance for the Utes. Unsuccessful so far. King pulls it back and fires. It's going to go wide of the net. Now Meyer on the near side. Works around one man, but the puck just gets away from him. Now it's sent back into their own zone. So Utah just trying to find a responding goal to put them back within 1.
Yeah, King has really been firing on net, and it just doesn't seem like he's on the mark.
CSU pushing them back into their own zone with less than a minute now left to go in their power play. Landon Kusick, there's that speed we've seen all night so far. Shot coming in. Morgan makes the save, has to get back into position quickly. Big check into the boards. Jebhart on the delivery. Quick 1-2 on the far side there. just trying to find some options. Wrapped all the way back near the point. Sent across. Meyer with a quick 1-2 pass. Was trying to find the face-off circle. Trying to find King, but just not on target. And he gets away from them. Now 30 seconds. Trying to find Milik there near the point, but it just got away. Now North holding it up in the corner. Just about 20 seconds now left to go in the power play before CSU is back to even strength on the near side. That's Tyler Nelson holding up right in front. Back along the boards, in towards the corner. Quick 1-2 back and forth. Into the circle again. Sent back towards Light. And now back towards the other point. Paulo, puck gets away from him. And now another possible shorthanded. Nitchin goes down, not able to find the pass while he was sliding. But nonetheless, CSU killed the penalty, and they're back to even strength. So 100% on the night on the penalty kill. Got to give the Rams some credit.
Yeah, it just looked like Nitchin lost his footing there. He was trying to go too fast down the ice, and they get the penalty killed off, though, which is important.
And that's Light moving in, looking for the near side, bouncing puck there. That could have been dangerous as it just got away from Morgan after the initial save.
Yeah, that puck looked like it came out of the backside of Morgan through his front side of his pads. He makes the save there.
That's Wyatt Light, who was looking for the shot on goal twice there. And he did score the first goal of the game in the first period. Hasn't been able to, him and the rest of Utah haven't been able to find the net again, though, since. Azera to take the offensive face-off for Utah. He's going to be able to find his teammate on it. A big shot, and I think that went off the side of Morgan there. Now it's behind his net. Softman is getting tangled up in the corner. Gets it off to Gebhardt. Gebhardt along the boards. He's going to hold it off in his own face-off circle there. Looking for the long ice pass. And Moreno will deflect it into Slough. Now Utah will start from their own zone. Just holding on to the puck a little bit there. That's Meyer. Trying to find that precision pass across, but intercepted by North. Smart heads-up play by him, and whistle blown. It's going to be offside.
Yeah, C.J. Nitchin looked like he was just creeping a little bit over the line, and North pulls it over the blue line for an offside.
Nitchin to take the face-off against Landon Kusick. And the Utes will come away with it. However, it's in their own zone now. They need to clear it out, and it gets cleared out of play. Just about 15 minutes now left to go in the third period, and the time is against Utah, so they have to find their rhythm, and they need to find it soon before this game becomes mathematically impossible.
Yeah, and on the Rams side, it seems like this Nitchin line has been the only one that hasn't really been able to produce yet. So important for them to get a production as the Utah team gets down.
That could have been a chance right there. A strong pass across, but just into the corner it goes. Wasn't able to find a Utah stick on the other end of it. Puck gets away from Tolnai. Tell he was disappointed by it, and now the Utes might have a chance here. 3-on-2 opportunity going the other way. And just a little bit too quick, though, on carrying into the zone as it's offside.
That is unfortunate for Utah because they got over the line and it looked like they were about to set something up.
Playing a breakup song here on Valentine's Day, trying to reach all crowds here in Fort Collins. Beaver has the puck in his own zone, carries it behind Morgan's net, gets it towards Joseph out of the zone. CSU trying to start something now. Riley scored one of the goals last period, dumps it in towards the corner, and actually is able to almost dodge a check there. That was Bastone trying to deliver, and he is going to be a little bit shaken up there. He'll get off the ice on his own power, though. And another big collision. It's going to be another tripping call.
Yeah, and Riley gets the call there. It looked like he was trying to put a hit on him and just kind of gets in the way. And he's calling for his skate. Doesn't seem to have everything right on his skate, so he'll have a little bit of time in that penalty box to get it figured out.
That's Looks like it was his right skate as he was trying to only use his left leg there. So that'll be the 4th penalty against CSU. Can they kill off another one?
And it starts off strong with the Rams dumping it back into Utah's zone. Utah sets up to see if they can get a play made.
So working from their own zone is Utah, now carrying it through the centers. Ensign sending it across towards Jerome, trying to find another 1-2. Almost expected a shot right there, but it just looked for another pass. Now in the face-off circle, moving in. Morgan holding on to that post there. Last time he got beat was when he tried to do the splits there, so he's probably going to try and hold on high there. Light sending it across one more time. Shot coming. Scores! Jerome getting one more to put them within 1.
Yeah, and that's Light again, getting his 2nd point of the game. He just works it across, and again, he holds Morgan. Morgan thinks that Light is going to take that shot after he took the earlier shot that he made that goal, but he holds him, gets it across to the other side, open net, and Morgan gets beat again.
So the Rams not able to kill off their 4th penalty. Well done by Utah to get a goal back, and now they're in this game again. 13:31 left to go in this 3rd period. The Rams are back to 5-on-5. It looks like they accidentally left the power play on the scoreboard there. I was almost wondering. I was like, did I miss a call? But they've got all 5 men out there. Jerome just scored the last goal. Has the puck taken away from him by Moreno. Going to try and carry it through the center, but he's got 3 youths. Hands it off. Shot coming, just goes too high. And now it's back into the hands of Jerome there.
Yeah, beautiful drop pass right by Moreno, and he sees if Marcancini can get some heat on it, and he did. It's just a little high again.
We talked about that last period a little bit. A lot of shots that they had. And the penalty arm is up. It looks like it's going to be a hooking penalty this time on Utah.
Yeah, and that's not a good play by Utah. You get up, you're looking to tie this game up, and now there's another penalty on you and another opportunity for the Rams to get a goal on this power play.
And Jerome, just after scoring the goal to get them within 1, goes into the penalty box for his 3rd time tonight.
Yeah, Jerome contributing on the offensive end, which is great for his team, but also contributing to those penalty minutes, and he needs to get it figured out because now that he has a goal, he has that confidence, and his team's probably going to want him on the ice.
So Jerome back into the box, 2 minutes. Another 2-minute power play, the 3rd one of the night for CSU with 12:44 left to go in the period. It looks like they're just seeing right now that the penalty against Riley is still up on the scoreboard, so they need to take that down. Trying to figure it out. Even the officials now holding it up, and it's gone. They're all good. So a chance for CSU to answer. And the Utes come away with a face-off, trying to send it out of the zone quickly. However, just bouncing off a couple bodies, and it stays in. Joseph, a little 1-2 with Cote. Now back to North, back to Cote in the face-off circle. Looking further in deep, Cote will pull the brakes and bring it back towards North. Quick 1-2 again. Back to Joseph, in towards the corner behind Slough. Back to Cote again, towards North. Trying to send it in deep there, but intercepted on the way by King, and now King's going to carry it. This is a 2-on-1 opportunity. Miller trying to make it back, so it's a 2-on-2 shot coming, and Morgan has to cover it up. That is not something you can have right now if you're CSU.
Yeah, no, not the turnover in the zone and forcing your team to get back, and not a good play there. Looks like the coaching staff kind of switched that lineup too. That time it was Joseph Patton and Cote instead of Riley, since Riley is off with the skate issue.
1:20 left to go in the 3rd power play for CSU, and Hoffman pulling the brakes a little bit. He's going to try and restart this and hands it off to Gebhardt. Works around 1 man, gets it by 2, hands it off to Moreno. Moreno on the near side. Just a quick little pass to Hoffman, who's going to carry behind Slough's net. Finds an option on the far side. Quick 1-2 between them. Nice back and forth. A little behind the back pass there. Sent across to Cowden near the blue line in towards the faceoff circle. Shot going wide. Now it's going to be to Hoffman again near the point. Cowden. Another quick pass down low towards Gebhardt. Doesn't want to lose it now. Nice block there by Cowden, but he gets tangled around and dragged in a literal circle there by Landon Kusick as he got caught on his stick. Now 30 seconds left. Cowden. He's got a man to beat. And he will for just a moment. However, Utah man running into the official, and it just gets away though. Now Landon Kusick, he's got a one-on-one situation. Now CSU has to fall back again on defense. Cote able to hold up defensively. Landon Kusick again looking for the wraparound. Going to turn and shoot. A big block by Morgan. 10 seconds now left in the penalty.
Yeah, that was dangerous. Really well played by Cote at first, but then he gets into Morgan's crease and knocks him out. And somehow Landon Kusick is able to possess the puck and wrap it around, and no opportunity.
So Utah back at full strength. They do a good job. They're still 100% on the penalty kill. Sure, Jerome's happy about that. As CSU has had 3 chances against him being the man down. Chow in towards CSU zone, has the puck get away from him just barely, but now taken away by King. King sending it across to Light. Light trying to find the option, but it just gets away from him one more time. Deflected on the pass across, and now CSU just trying to get it out of the zone, and they will. Patton will try to dump it in. Got deflected on the way there. Now it's caught up at center ice along the board. Pass back one more time. Quick passing right now from Utah. Chow has the puck knocked away, and Joseph pulls it back as Nitchin was trying to move forward. Dumped ahead. And icing called against CSU. Now, just passing the halfway point here in period number 3. Utah gets a goal back, and they're now within 1 to CSU, just needing 1 to tie it up. If you're just now joining us, you're watching ColoradoSports.TV. We thank you for tuning in on the lovely day of Valentine's Day. I'm Litos Casher here with Hunter Fillmore. Scott Sledgester running it all behind stance. And 3 Utes going into that zone on that near side. Najera finding that back post zone, but puck got knocked away from his teammate. Now Miller will clear it out. Tolnai just sends it on goal, gloved up by Slough, and he's going to hold on to it for a faceoff.
Yeah, and at this point, the most important thing for the Rams right now is to stay out of that penalty box. You don't want to give this Utah team any opportunities, and it's going to be important for this Utah team to try and generate those opportunities. But the Rams staying out of the penalty box is going to be vital, because if you give them an opportunity on the power play, that just is not going to help you out at all.
Slough has to cover it up again, so we'll get ready for another faceoff. But, yeah, I got to agree with you, Hunter. Right now, this is a very important moment for CSU to stay disciplined. They can't afford any easy mistakes. They can't let any easy opportunities go right now for Utah.
Yeah, and they've been so disciplined so far in this game, and it's just important for them to not go back to their old ways and get undisciplined towards the end of this game.
And right now, Utah just trying to make a push in. Jerome will dump it in for Landon Kusick there. Goes in towards the corner. Riley back out on the ice. He's got both of his skates figured out, so nice to see for him. Landon Kusick moving in near side. Was trying to find the near post, but it just got away. Looking for the wraparound opportunity. Tried to find the slot, but it just got away. Odlin holding it up, taking the shot. Nice hold up there by Riley. Not uncommon for him to lay his body down in front of the puck for any shot. Still in the corner, tangled up. Landon Kusick, a little bit of a dangle. Trying to find the pullback and just sent away by Cowden. That could have been dangerous as that whole back post area was open.
Yeah, Cowden saved that one. Landon Kusick held it, and like they've been doing, they've been able to freeze Morgan, get him to not be moving in that net, and dangerous play, but Cowden bails his goaltender out and gets the puck out of the zone.
So CSU has a moment to breathe as we now have 7:45 left to go in the third period. Light for Utah trying to hold on, but it just gets away from him. He's actually able to take it back, turnover. Meyer with a shot, just goes wide of the net. Now it's behind Morgan. He has to rebound back into his crease, and that was another dangerous opportunity. Puck sent across. Meyer winding up, takes another shot, deflected, wide. Another sigh of relief for Morgan as the puck gets caught up in the netting behind, just trying to find it. It comes loose in towards the corner. Both teams just trying to get some control. King will send it back in, trying to find the slot again. Finally comes loose and out of the zone as Patton will dump it out, but now into the hands of Meyer. He backhands it forward near the point. King Carrying into the circle. He's going to use the back of the boards. Paulo. Just tangled up again one more time in the corner. And it gets away. Just lots of back and forth. But no team really had possession there. It was just Utah trying to knock on the door. But it's sent all the way down for an icing call. And we finally have a stoppage of play after a long sequence.
Yeah, and this Utah team really has Morgan uncomfortable in his net, and it looks like this Rams team is very uncomfortable as they are sitting back on their heels. You can see right there, number 4, Miller is just trying to tell his team, settle down, we got this.
Looks like we're going to have a timeout called. This is probably, I'm guessing that's a timeout from CSU.
Yeah, and it's a good call by the coaches here. Just like Miller was trying to say, is they need to settle down, and that's what the coach is going to say. Settle down. We have this game right now. We have the lead. Just don't make any mistakes and help out our goaltender. Don't make him feel uncomfortable with too much offensive zone pressure by the Utah team.
And Morgan having a discussion with Cross North, one of the backup goaltenders for the team. It doesn't seem, and Morgan's not one that we know to be uncomfortable in his own crease, but again, we've had that discussion as well, as he can only do so much when it does get busy in that defensive zone there, so he's got to have his team on top of their game, or else it just gets away from him.
Yeah, and you can really tell that this Utah team has gotten in his head by the way they hold the puck, and Morgan is second-guessing, which freezes him up. He doesn't know whether he wants to make an aggressive play or if he wants to sit back, and it's really that doubt that they put in his mind all game with all these freezing up the puck and holding the shots.
And Utah trying to make the offensive push off the faceoff. However, a nice block on the initial shot there. Forces them out of the zone, but they're carrying it right back in. Landakusik, nice tip there by Miller as he knocked the puck away from him. It comes out of the zone one more time. Cote going to be the one to push on ahead as Odlin has it for Utah. Nice pass there to Jerome. Now at center ice, going to carry it in on that far side. Now moving it towards the center. Gets by 1, gets by 2. Just needs to beat Morgan, but just gets it by. Shoots wide of the net.
Yeah, just wasn't able to get that backhand really down, and he was too close to Morgan. If he had a little bit more space on that backhand, he might have been able to get a shot.
Wrap around Slough. And now Ensign. He's got a lot of speed. We've seen it already. Carrying it through the center. Had a couple men to beat. He's actually holding on to the stick there for a moment in North. Gets taken down in the process. Now along the boards. Just about 5.5 minutes left to go in this third period. Again, the clock's still working against Utah, but they already got one goal this period. They just need one more. And just over the head of Paulo. And it just comes out of the zone.
Oh, and we got a little bit going on with Paulo and Tito Moreno, and we'll see what goes on there.
You actually saw the penalty box doors ready to be open there.
Yep, and it looks like each of them is going to get a penalty. Not what you want, not disciplined, and it's kind of what we've seen a lot with these back-to-back games. There's a little bit of chippiness that starts to acquire in this third period, and it's going to carry over into that second game.
So a penalty for each team there. They're going to call it a 4-on-4 situation. The first one we've had all night. We're going to see if who this actually helps. We've seen a lot of speed from this Utah team, but the Rams have been doing a good job in just getting the man in the right place to stop that. And I'm wondering if this open ice, this extra space is going to be helpful for them right now.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting with this Rams team. Are they going to sit back, and are they just going to try and dump the puck out? Because there's a lot of pressure coming from Utah as Nishin gets the puck, and he's
carrying
attacking.
It in. Near side shot coming, and a huge save by Slough.
Yeah, it seems like Nishin almost has one of those a game where he just breaks out and he has the opportunity, but just gets shut down by Slough. Now, as I was saying, this Rams team was kind of sitting back, but now they have the opportunity there in the offensive zone to set some plays up. They have Hoffman, who they can get it to the point and see if he can get some shots, but the Rams do not possess the puck, and Utah will set it up.
Working from their own zone behind Slough's net. Marcancini is the one to try to force him out from behind the net. I'm sure CSU would be fine with him sitting back there for the rest of the 4.5 minutes. However, King in towards CSU zone. Miller able to take it away. Backhands it towards the open space. Gebhardt not going to be able to get there first as Meyer gets his stick there. Quick 1-2 back and forth between them. Now into the faceoff circle. Could be dangerous. Pass across. That was what they needed. Rebound shot, and that one gets blocked. Well done by Marcancini to have his body in front. However, another dangerous opportunity set up by Utah there as Meyer will bring it across the blue line one more time on that far side. And the net comes loose, crashing into the back of the net. And Morgan felt that one.
Just going back to that, Cahill was back on his side. It looked like he was open, and that's just an unmarked man that the Rams don't need to do that. And if that was a pass out front a little bit more, then it would have been a goal because, again, Morgan was frozen, and nobody picked up that man on the backside of Morgan.
Landon Kusick out on the ice in this 4-on-4 with 46 seconds left. However, CSU wins the faceoff. Nichin, he tries to use his speed, but he just has the puck knocked away from him. I believe that was Odlin that got his stick on it. Now Landon Kusick has it. He's going to hand it off to Odlin, who will dump it all the way around. Goes around the boards, in towards the corner. North, he's got a Ute on his back. Now he's got two around him. He's just trying to find that space to get it away from him. 20 seconds left now in the 4-on-4 where it's back to even strength. 5-on-5. It's already even. However, might find some open space here. Cote, he's got two Utes to beat. Tries to take the shot, but deflected on the way there. Looking for another shot is Tyler Nelson, but it just goes wide and out of play. Now with 7 seconds left.
Yeah, Utah went for a change there. Thankfully, they had a player that could get back and cover Cote off of that change, but open space for Cote and nothing resulting from it.
3:25 left to go in the period. Utah needs to find one more goal if they want to tie it up. Off the face-off is a shot from CSU, but again, just too high. We're seeing a lot of that tonight. Is the shots having a lot of elevation on them. But now back to 5-on-5. Halo and Moreno are released from the box. Puck sent across as Ensign will try to dump it on ahead. And Milik has the puck get away from him, so now it's Gebhardt. He's got two men to beat. Takes the shot just off the crossbar, and it goes out of play.
Yeah, Gebhardt with the crossbar there. We talked about how they're shooting high. That time he was just slightly high. They've been able to beat the goaltender high. That's why they're shooting so high, and that one was very close.
Almost finding that bar down situation, and that's a ping that everyone has an audible gasp to in the arena. Now exactly 3 minutes left to go in the period for Utah, still looking for that tying goal, and CSU just trying to hold on. Joseph from behind Slough's now sends it all the way back towards the point. Hoffman has the puck get away from him. Now it's a race to it. It's going to be two Rams. However, Morgan's going to come out to take it himself, and he sends it towards his own teammates on the bench, and they have to duck and cover. .243 now.
Yeah, this third period's just kind of been a shift back and forth depending on what team could be in the offensive zone. It seems like Utah has a little bit of an edge in this period in the offensive zone, but the Rams are starting to attack a little bit more.
And Nichin carrying it in for CSU, has the puck taken away from him. And now Chow has it. Nice pass to King through a Ram. And sends it on ahead, and Morgan's going to deflect it on wide towards the glass. 2.5 minutes left to go in the period. Along the boards, Utah needs to come away with it, and they will. King winds up and shoots, but doesn't go anywhere, just into the hands of CSU. Joseph gives it to Nelson, who will dump it on ahead, and they're going to go for a change. Foundos will be the one to apply some pressure. Tries to get it out of the zone to buy Utah some time to make some changes, and they will. Slough hands it off and gets it towards Light. Light also has some speed, and he's used it to get one goal this game. He gets by a couple Rams there, looking for that centering pass. Just need a stick on it, and the Rams get it. Less than 2 minutes now, and you might want to start keeping an eye on Slough as if Utah is going to pull the goalie, but not right now, as Cote is carrying it in across the blue line. Takes a shot, gloved up by Slough for a faceoff. 1:40 left to go in the period.
Yeah, now you start to think, when are they going to pull the goalie? And thinking forward, if Slough doesn't get this game done, are they going to go and switch this goalie in that second game? or was that their plan from the beginning? Because Slough's not really their main goaltender that they go to. So it'll be interesting to see what the goalie situation is for this minute 40 and then into the next game that these teams have.
So Utah calls a timeout. This is the chance for them to figure out what their game plan is as they go into this last minute 40. CSU getting another breather. They called their timeout at a pretty strategic place when they were feeling that pressure, and they were able to turn it around. I think that was a good timeout call by the coaches, like you were talking about, Hunter. But now they need to be able to hold up defensively, and they don't want to make any mistakes. They can't leave that open back post open.
Yeah, and really, if you're Utah, what you want to do in this situation is get some passing going and fake a couple shots, because Morgan is going to go for those fakes because he's unsure about what's going on. So it's going to be important. And I think Landakisic is the guy to go to right now, because he has just had the speed. He hasn't been able to contribute like he's wanted, but we'll see if this Utah team can get the puck. And if they are, you can see that Landakisic is on the wing. And if they're able to get the puck, you will be seeing him shoot up the ice as he tells his player to get his back in the defensive zone.
King trying to win the faceoff. You see it. Not able to get it to Odlin. CSU holding on near the boards. Gebhardt just trying to find that space. Minute and a half left to go in the period now. Time is of the essence. Landakisic has it now. Gonna pull it back. A nice wraparound pass. Gets it to Odlin on the opposite side. Odlin trying to find some space now. In towards the corner. Utah establishing some presence as Miller tries to hold him up. Bouncing in towards the corner. Players get tangled up once more. 1:15 now. Centering pass in towards the faceoff circle. Just gets away and players scrambling for it. Comes out of the zone. It's going to be a one-on-one opportunity for just a moment. Marcassine opens up. Goal! And they get it with the open net.
Yeah, and with all that commotion down at the other end, we didn't even notice that it was an open net, and not able to possess the puck. Utah isn't, and looks like the Rams are going to have this one wrapped up as they get the open net goal by Marcassini.
And you want to keep adding to the goal contribution. Marcassini, now the 7th player to get involved on the goal scoring for CSU. They take the lead 4-2 with 1:05 left in the third. Now they just need to finish it off. However, you might still expect Utah to pull the goalie just in another desperation effort if they can establish in that offensive zone. Working from their own zone is Utah. Puck caught up at center ice. And North wins it for CSU one more time. Takes another shot, just goes off the side of the net. And Gebhardt also got the assist on that goal, so keep the numbers increasing. Puck at center ice now. Huge check by North, able to shut down Urch on the process in there. Now just about 30 seconds left to go. Cote still providing that offensive pressure, trying to find the centering pass. The penalty arm is up, and I believe that's against Utah.
Yeah, that hit was big there in the center. Urch lost both his gloves and his stick. Just showing how big of a hit that was at center ice.
So Hunter goes in for Utah, and that should just about be the final dagger in the back there for Utah. I mean, I'd be blown away if we saw a 2-goal scored with a man down, but anything is possible. 26.7 seconds to do it.
Yeah, and as a coach, you don't really want to pull the goaltender because then you're just at even strength, and it's better just to play this game out.
Gebhardt not able to win it. Gets in the hands of Urch. He's got 4 Rams around him, literally circling him, and it gets taken away. Gebhardt with a shot just goes too high, and it's going to come all the way out of the zone. CSU just needs to hold on to the puck. A little 1-2 back and forth. The final 10 seconds will tick down here in Fort Collins, and one more final check there on the side. And CSU will come away with the win against Utah here in Fort Collins, and the players still just going at it as the final buzzer sounds in towards the corner. And I think we're seeing a preview of what might happen tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's always these double games where the games are back-to-back, where they try and start something as we see. But let's focus on what the Rams can do. They're really, really shooting well. They're getting it up high. If they shoot high on the goaltender, that's why we might see a goaltender change. So depends on who the goalie is next night. You hear the fans going crazy. And
Fans
Rams
love that excitement there.
get their 3rd win in a row and back on that winning streak. But the Rams and the Utes will be back tomorrow night here at Epic.
That game will be covered again here by ColoradoSports.TV. But for today, CSU takes the win over Utah 4-2. Still one more game to play tomorrow night. But that is all we have for you. Have a wonderful rest of your Valentine's Day, everyone. I'm Litos Castro signing off for Hunter Fillmore and Scott Sledester. Have a wonderful evening.